Hey Glam Fam, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. Now I know this foundation isn't that new, it's like maybe 2 or 3 years old, but I just recently got this and I showed you guys this product in my Sephora makeup haul video. So I actually haven't opened this since then. Like I swatched it in that video once and then I never actually tried it on myself. So I wanted to make a video of this foundation just because it's summertime and this foundation claims that it is transfer resistant and it's medium coverage. So I thought that this would be perfect for like summertime wear. I know that people have been starting to go out more. Quarantine has been lifted in a lot of states, so I know you guys are going out, having fun, and when you go out, you need to look fly. And in order to look fly, you need to have a good foundation. So I'm trying out this Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. I am in the shade Latte. That's the color that I picked up. It said that it had like an olive undertone. So let's just get right into this video. If you want to see my first impression / review / demo of this product, then just keep on watching. Alright, first things first, let me open this. I don't know why I still have the box. I had it from like last time I swatched it and I never threw it away. But okay, I'm just gonna read the claims that are on this foundation. You can easily find them by Googling it, but I'll just tell you what they are to make it easier. It says it's a comfort matte foundation infused with peach and sweet fig milk, oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and photo friendly. So if you guys are familiar with the Peach Perfect line by Too Faced, so Too Faced is the brand, but they have a line called Peach Perfect, and this is under that line. So it says comfort matte, which to me means soft matte, so it's not like drying matte. And background, I have dry skin. I've mentioned this before in like so many of my videos, so that's why my skin right now looks super shiny, because I actually moisturized it before starting this video. So if you have dry skin, I would recommend not just putting on primer before you put on your foundation, but also put on like a really thick moisturizing cream, especially if you're wearing like a matte foundation like this one. I'm not saying that you can't get away with wearing matte foundations, because I have dry skin and I always wear matte foundation. I just feel like it lasts a lot longer and you can control like the shine that you put on your face by applying highlighter afterwards anyway. So why not stick to like a matte base to start out with? So I'm just gonna jump right into the demo. For context, it's 3 o'clock right now. So I am gonna do the 14-hour wear test. It claims that it can be worn for 14 hours. So I will check back in 14 hours, maybe less, because 14 hours is... I don't see why anybody would need to wear foundation for 14 hours. Like, if you're going to work, first of all, I don't know that many people who wear like a full foundation to work, but if you were to wear it to work and then wear it like all day long until you got home after dinner and stuff, that would be the perfect wear test. But right now it's not relevant to today's world because we're all at home. I will wear it for like the entire day until I'm ready to take my makeup off, and I'll check back in towards the end. So for now, I'm just gonna start with a demo. I am using my Clean Beauty sponge. This is not the beauty blender, it's just a sponge that I ordered from Amazon, and I talked about this in my previous video. It came in like a pack of 5 or 6, I think, I don't remember, but I'll leave it in the description bar below. It's so affordable and I really love these sponges, way better than the beauty blender. I feel like the beauty blender shows your pores, but that's besides the point. All right, I'm giving this a shake first, just because I feel like you should shake your foundation before you wear it, so that like all the product that's inside, sometimes it can get split. So to like, you know, revive it, I just like to shake my foundations. Obviously, I don't have makeup on my face right now. The only thing I have on is moisturizer. So I am going to go ahead and first I want to just apply it directly to my face, because I want to show you guys the color and how it looks on my skin before blending it. So putting it on my skin, it looks like it matches really well. Again, this is in the shade Latte. So I'm just going to start with this amount and then let's see what happens. Okay, so I do need a little bit more. I'm going to try to get medium coverage out of this foundation. So I am going to apply a good amount of it. Like, I'm not doing the light layer because I want to actually see how this works, if it settles, etc. And by the way, my beauty sponge is really damp. So So I like to wash it and then I wring out all the extra water. So I'm just gonna really work this into my skin, and I'm counting this entire layer that I just applied as one layer, and then I'm gonna see if I need another layer or not. But on a regular, this is probably where I would stop. Like if I was wearing this for daytime or even an event, if it wasn't like a wedding event or something, say it was like a casual event, I'd probably stop at this much foundation. If it was like more of a like an evening time event, a wedding or something like that, I'd probably apply one more layer. But for the sake of this video, I am gonna probably apply another layer just to show you guys what it looks like. And I'm even gonna hit my eyelids a little bit. There's nothing really left on my sponge, but why not? Okay, so this is just with one layer of this foundation. I actually really like the way it feels on my skin. Like it doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels really lightweight. And again, like if I was wearing this for a daytime event, like say like a picnic or something, or like a birthday party or whatever, I'd probably stop at this much because I feel like it's giving me enough coverage. Like it's definitely not full coverage. It doesn't even claim to be full coverage though. It says that it's medium coverage, but I feel like it could be like, you could sheer it out. So the way I applied it right now, I would call this light coverage. I wouldn't even call this medium coverage. And the only reason I got it to look like this is because I'm using a really damp beauty blender, or not beauty blender, beauty sponge. But you can see that like my sponge, it absorbed a lot of the product. So that's why I got such a light layer. If you want it to straight away give you medium coverage, I would suggest taking a brush, like maybe like a flat top, like blending type of brush, and just like pat it onto your skin. Don't do the whole rubbing motion because then you're not going to get full coverage out of it. But if you want medium coverage on first application, I would recommend going in with a brush. I'm just a beauty sponge type of person. I feel like it gives you a more natural finish, and I just like how it melts into your skin when you use a wet sponge. So I'm gonna go in with a second layer now. And oh, I didn't even tell you guys how much comes in here, but it is 1.6 fluid ounce. So I'm gonna compare it to like my other foundations just because. So another one of my favorite foundations is the Fenty Beauty foundation. You guys know this. This is 1.08 fluid ounces, and then this one is 1.6 fluid ounce. And it doesn't look like it has a lot in it, but I feel like it does. It has more than the Fenty, so. And the Fenty usually lasts me like a good 6 months before I run out of it. So, I mean, hopefully this lasts a long time too. And then just for comparison, again, the NARS Longwear, this isn't the Radiant, oh it is, the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, and this has only 1 fluid ounce in it, but this has lasted me a really long time too. The only thing though is that with foundations, like if you haven't noticed, your foundation at the bottom, it'll have a little picture, or not a picture, it's like a little tiny diagram of an open container, and in it it'll say a number and then an M next to it, which indicates how long it'll last you after you've opened it. So since I've opened it, it says 24 months. So 24M, which means 24 months. So this will last me 24 months before it goes bad. And a lot of people probably don't even realize it. Like I used to never care. I still don't really care about like expired foundation on myself. I'll still use it unless there's like a weird smell or if I'm breaking out because of it. But that has never happened to me before. This one says 18M. So this would last you 18 months after you open it, which is really good because I can't imagine keeping a foundation for that long anyway. Like I'd probably run out of foundation within 18 months before it expires. Okay, I kind of waited for the first layer to really like sink into my skin. So now I'm gonna apply a second layer of this foundation just to show you guys like what it looks like full coverage. And this time I just applied it to my sponge directly. And now I'm gonna work it into my skin. And I applied one entire pump this time, by the way, for the second. So it comes with a pump on it, which I think is really useful. Yeah, I don't think I need more than 2 layers. I mean, granted, the first layer that I applied was really thin, but this is definitely more than enough foundation. And I'm bringing it down my neck as well. But color-wise, this color works with my skin tone perfectly. And I remember in the Sephora haul video, when I swatched it on my hand, it looked like it wouldn't go, but it translated really well in my skin. And it's only because of the olive undertone, because clearly I have a olive undertone. All my life I thought I had a golden undertone, but really it was just because foundation brands weren't hip yet and they weren't making foundations with proper olive undertones at that time. But now that they are, I'm living for it. And this shade that I got, Latte, is actually a new shade, it said on the Sephora website when I bought it. So although the foundation like itself is not that new, it's like 2 years old, the color that I'm using is. Okay, and that's it for foundation. So I'm just gonna show you like close up what it looks like on my skin. I actually really like the finish that it's giving me. I have on the Touch in Soul Glassy Skin Moisturizer underneath this. It's not a moisturizer, it's a skin balm. Okay, so it's like a skin balm primer. So it's supposed to give you glassy skin. So I did kind of mess with the finish of this foundation a little bit just by using that skin primer. But even with the skin primer, like you can see that it has a soft radiant finish. It's not dewy. It's like soft radiant because when I touch it, it doesn't feel sticky, but it looks like it's shiny, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm gonna go and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna show you guys at the end what it looks like with like the rest of my makeup sitting on top of it. Okay, so I just did the rest of my makeup. As you can tell, I did a really light layer of makeup on top of the foundation because I really wanted to test out the foundation. So I just put on the Too Faced blush. And oh, before that, I put on the concealer only under my eyes. I didn't do the whole highlighting thing. Nope, I only put it on underneath my eyes. I blended it out. Then I set everything with the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder, which is, by the way, from the same line as the Peach Perfect foundation. This is just the translucent loose powder. So I set the concealer and like my forehead and nose, like my T-zone with this, even though I didn't apply concealer here, here, and here. I only applied concealer here. And then I applied a very light amount of blush, Too Faced Love Blush. I wanted to use all Too Faced products. I don't have any other makeup on, no contour, no highlight, nothing. Just the mascara, my eyebrows, basic shit, and then my lipstick. I'm gonna go work out now. I'm gonna do everything crazy possible. I'm not gonna wear this for like a full, how many hours was it? 14 hours. I'm not gonna wear it for the full 14 hours because it's already like midday, so I'm not about to wear this the rest of the day for that long. But I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna make food, I'm gonna do like crazy shit, and we're gonna see if it actually does budge. Side note, I just filmed a video on the Huda Beauty Legit lashes. That's what I have on my lashes right now. So if you want to see a review of that video, be sure to check it out. It will probably be uploaded after this one. So check that video out, and I will check back in with you guys right before I wash it off. All right, you guys, it has been 8 hours. I put this on at 3 o'clock and now it is 11 p.m. and I can't wear this anymore. It did say that it lasts 14 hours, which I completely believe, just because although I didn't wear it for the full amount of time, I did a lot of stuff today. After I made my videos, I went and I worked out, I cooked, I hung out, I smoked hookah. The only thing that I had to touch up like on my face was my lipstick, which is, by the way, Fenty Beauty in the shade Unbutton. So aside from that, like, let me bring you guys in because I want you to be able to see. Okay, so yeah, I want you guys to be able to see if it's split or not. Let me look with you. So my face still looks pretty smooth, and again, I didn't apply like too much product on top of the foundation. I mostly only put concealer on, and I only put concealer underneath my eyes. So like this area, this whole area, my nose, my forehead is straight up just the foundation. Nothing really split. I feel like if I wore this for maybe even a few more hours, maybe I might have touched up in this area right here like I always do. But surprisingly, one thing I do want to mention about this foundation that I noticed that didn't happen with it is that it didn't settle into my smile lines. Like you can see right here that my smile lines, they still look really smooth. Everything that it blurred out, it still looks blurred, and I didn't touch up with powder at all, so I'm really surprised by this foundation. I mean, I'm not that surprised because genuinely I do really like the Too Faced, especially the Peach Perfect line. It's a really good line. I highly recommend this foundation. I am going to rate this a 10 out of 10 straight off the bat. I can tell if a foundation is good the first time I try it on because of how it wears. Yeah, I might have not worn it for the full 14 hours that it says that it could last, but I'm confident that it would be able to last the full 14 hours just because I sweat. Like, I worked out and I sweat a lot. I sweat on my face too. I sat outside in the heat on my deck and it's like 80 degrees and I didn't touch up once. So that's a good sign. I'm really satisfied with this foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me zoom you guys back out so I don't scare y'all. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure if you're looking for a good summer foundation to check this one out. This video was not sponsored. I bought this with my own money, so this is a full honest review. I wouldn't recommend this to you guys unless I personally liked it myself, and I really like this foundation. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.